Yeah, if you need it, I'll give you 20, Ted.
See, he would.
I would give you a 20, but now if I give you more than that, then I've got my wife in my head and my future and my child's crying because he can't eat. So any more than 20, I'm going to need back. So I would expect you to pay me back. But a 20, nah.
But this happens a lot. People will, if you're out or you're on friends going on a trip or you're out at dinner somewhere and someone says, yo, man, I didn't bring my wallet with me. Just can you hook me up with $50 or $100 and I'll get you back.
No, you don't eat.
Oh, that's hard.
Yeah. What we used to do in high school, which was great, because some of us would have a credit card. It'd be not me, but my friend did this all the time. It was fantastic. He had his parents' credit card. He's one of those kids, and everybody else had cash. So he would actually profit because he wouldn't be paying it. His parents would be paying it, and then everybody would give him extra money because they wouldn't have the exact amount. So if came up to $15, you'd be like, oh, there's going to be a tip in there, and then what do you want, $1 back? You're going to get change. So you didn't want to be that guy. So he would leave with an extra like $30 from dinner every single time. It was a brilliant money move for a teenager.
Not only that, it's super as an adult because you can rack up your frequent flyer points. You tell everyone at the table, give me cash and I'll just put it on my card.
Or write it off.
And write it off.
Write
it off and you get the cash.
Now that is smooth.
Yeah, it's funny when you go out to dinner with people, especially if there's any business there, how quick they are to jump on paying for dinner. There once was a time where nobody wanted to pay for dinner, but now everybody wants to pay for dinner because you want to write it off at some point in time. So.
I write off. I went to Chipotle yesterday and got food for myself and the in-laws, and I'm like, I'm writing that off.
Well,
because
I don't think you can.
Because
I don't know if you want to say that out loud.
Because
were you discussing radio segments?
we discussed business. We did, and I was like, you know what? Now that we've entered into business and we've discussed a future business together, I actually can write this off. Now I can.
I think somebody needs to explain to him how that works.
Yeah, we'll work on that after the show.
Yeah, it's not that simple, my friend. It's a little bit more involved than just bringing up, hey, at work today I saw this girl's butt.
Well, how about when I buy intern Brent over here who makes no money, and I buy him lunch all the time?
For today's purposes, you guys were discussing your future book and future business at that said meal yesterday.
Yes.
Right? Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
Well, no, I mean, I there's so much I leave on the table, so I think a lot of people leave money on the table. But that aside, I understand loaning money is a bad idea.
All right. How about this one? How about when your credit card gets declined at checkout?
That's embarrassing.
That's a super awkward moment. Or you forget your credit card or your wallet when you go on a date. Either one of those.
Fast times, Richmond High.
Yeah. You got to call somebody and have them show up 2 hours later.
That doesn't really happen to people. I've never.
No. Oh yes, it does.
I've never talked to anybody that's been out on a date and their credit card get declined, or even they've forgotten their wallet.
I was actually out with a business person a couple weeks ago at Seasons 52, and we were sitting there, and the guy said, "Yeah, but I'm going to pay for this stuff. I'll take care of it." And the woman came back. She said, "Sir, the card doesn't work. I'm going to need another card." No, not my card. Oh. My cards always work.
Oh. Yeah, come on.
Yeah. But his card didn't work, and it was kind of embarrassing. He said, "Oh, well, maybe I'll give you this card." And he did have another card that worked, but it was a little bit of an awkward moment because you start thinking to yourself, "What's going on with this person? How do you not know that there's a card in your wallet that doesn't work?"
Brandy, you ever go out with a dude and his credit card get declined?
One time I was on one of those group hangs, and one of my best friends was with a guy who actually used to work here, and the bill came for those two, and he tried to pay, and card declined, so she had to pay for both of them.
You mean, I know who that was. That was Jerry.
Oh my God, I didn't say it.
I know who it was. Jerry, you deserve for me to call you out.
What are you doing?
Really, Jerry? I'm not going to say his last name, but I know this story. And I'm like, you go out with this hot blonde, and you get out there, and you don't have a card, and she has to pay for dinner.
Oh my God.
Wow.
And Jerry listens to us about half the time. So I'm telling you right now, Jerry, your little pretty face only gets you so far.
This poor girl over here is embarrassed.
This is awful.
You owe that chick money.
Stop.
Did he pay her back?
Yes.
Well,
later. He took her out on another date, and he paid for it.
Oh, but he still owes her for the other date.
Go back to the first one Ted just said with the awkward money moments was that I got you. I get you back.
Yeah, I'll get you back. I like it. Jerry, good move when you go out with a girl and you don't pay at all.
All right.
No, you don't have to dump. I won't say anymore. But then you sit there and you say, hey, you know what? I'll get the next one. No, dude, it's your job to get them all, bro.
Is that the only time it's ever happened?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's only what I'm saying now. No, you know this.
I'm sorry, Brandy. I just happened to know who that was.
All right. Give me one more quick one,
All right,
Ted.
I'll give you one more. Now, you're an adult. Let's say you're out of college. You're on your own, and you've got to go back to your parents to ask them to help you with your bills.
That sucks.
Because you're broke.
You feel, well, it depends on how you went broke, but you got to feel bad for people that have to do that.
Mom, Dad, I can't make my electric bill this month.
All right, now look, Ted, I had to move back home at one point in time because of a failed business.
Look,
and it was painful. And I got the couch. I got the couch because my bedroom had been turned into a art room, so I had nowhere to sleep.
I don't think I can laugh at those people. I mean, there's some people that just, for whatever reason, they lost their gig, they got a divorce, the wife took them for everything.
The water treatment company didn't work out.
They had to move back. They had no other options. I mean, that's not funny.
Well, that's true. Sometimes it is funny.
Well, sometimes.
Not always funny, but sometimes it is. Sometimes people do it to themselves.
If you do it to yourself. Yeah, if you do it to yourself.
And have a freezer full of jalapeno poppers.
Yeah.
I know a dude that was a failed male stripper, and he didn't have a backup plan.
All right, Ted, how can people find you, brother?
All right, if you want to leave us your financial confessional or you want to get more information about how to save taxes even before you file this year, go to oxygenfinancial.net and get our free guide on how to save money on taxes.
It's tax time.
Yeah, keep going back to what is it? February 15th, by law, everything needs to get to you. They've changed that, right?
It's supposed to be, but your K-1s and things like that probably we still won't get there until March or April.
My CPA guy said wait until the end of February. I was trying to do it this past weekend. Need some cash. I want to go up to Harris.
You're a business owner. There's still time to figure out those expenses. The meals at Chipotle.
Take that tax return and turn it over 10 times full.
Honey, we're going to take our tax return. I talked with Ted at Oxygen Financial. We're going gambling. Putting it all on red.
What do we have next for headlines, Brandon?
We have tickets to see Led Zeppelin 2 this Friday at the Masquerade. For tickets, more info, Ticketmaster.com.
There you go. All right, 3 top stories from today. Match up Brandy's audio with her headlines, and everybody else gets a little bit smarter in the process here. 404-741-ROCK, 404-741-7625. We'll do that here next. It's Bailey and Southside on Rock 100.5.
Rock 100.